everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer. This is Remi. Say hi, Remi. Say hi. He was being weird, and so I promised him he could be in front of the camera, but I think what he really wanted was food. But anyway, you have to settle for this for a couple minutes, okay? So today we're going to be doing the Dior Golden Day quint. This was the one that there was so much confusion around between the Romantic Voyage and the Golden Day. So I think what ended up happening is Dior came out with the Golden Day as well. So we'll be doing that today. I also picked up the new blush Autumn Mood, and I'll throw in some other things just to finish the look. So if you're interested in seeing all of that, just stay tuned. Say bye, Rem. So Remi is lying down now. I gave him treats, so he seems happier. So we'll get into the Dior in just a second. I want to mention I did pick up two new of the Gucci nail polishes for my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. This is, I bought, which ones did I get? Dorothy Turquoise and Annabelle Rose. I already have these shades in the original Gucci packaging, you know, like the round cylinder ones. So I picked up these for the giveaway once we get there. It just feels like lately it's like, will it ever happen? So that's what these look like. That's the new bottle. So those will be in there. Close that up. Okay. All right, so let's get into the Dior quint. Let me pull my hair back. My hair is being, as usual, annoying today. So if you haven't watched my channel before, or hi, or you haven't watched the video I did on Romantic Voyage, then this might not make a lot of sense to you. So I'm gonna go over it. If you've already seen those and you know exactly what I'm talking about, you can fast forward probably about a minute. So this is the Golden Day, or maybe longer than a minute. This is the Golden Day quint from Dior. A couple weeks ago, what happened was this picture went up on the Dior site, and with it a name, Romantic Voyage. And so this was the picture, and it said Romantic Voyage, and we could order it on the US Dior. I'm talking about the US. I should clarify, the US Dior site. And we were like, oh, that seems odd, because a picture of Romantic Voyage, the purple quint, was seen elsewhere with the name Golden Day. And a bunch of people commented, like, if the names were reversed, that would make more sense. Then we all bought, well, not all of us, but many of us bought Romantic Voyage, and when it showed up, it didn't look anything like this. It was a pink purple quint, which is beautiful, by the way. I have a video that I did, I'll make sure it's linked above, and I absolutely love that quint. It's stunning, but it was not what I ordered. And so a whole bunch of people wrote into Dior and called Dior and said, you've screwed up. They never really addressed the issue, at least as far as I'm aware. What they ended up doing was putting Golden Day up on the site as well, it's the US site, and naming them correctly. So now it does say Golden Day with the right shades, and Romantic Voyage with the right shades. Although I have seen some people say that it went back. I don't know. But the important thing to note, if you're interested in either quint, when you're ordering it, don't rely on the picture, rely on the number and the name. So this is 569 Golden Day. The other one is Romantic Voyage and has another number. I don't remember off the top of my, I'll put it below. So if you want the purple one, that's Romantic Voyage. If you want the golden browns, and there's a slight like pinkish, peachish shade in the middle, we'll talk about it in a second, that is Golden Day. So that's the end of that. You know, what happened? I don't know. I reached out to Dior as well. I never heard anything. Other people have reached out to Dior and they've gotten different answers. Who knows? All right. So I also picked up, because I saw what also released kind of just quietly, was another limited edition blush. Now, there are 3 limited edition blushes on the US Dior site right now. I don't have the other 2, and I'm actually thinking of buying them. One of them looks really pretty. It looks like a sparkly coral. This one is called Autumn Mood. And to me, I'm surprised, this is 332, that this came out now, because the name is Autumn Mood. And it's a pumpkin shade. And so I would have thought that this would come out like in the fall. Would have been great for like October or something, but you know, I was like, well, since I'm getting Golden Day and it's a warm shade, I'll get this. We'll try it today. But I just see me wearing this more in the fall. I would have waited, but with everything going on with Dior right now, I didn't know if it would still be available. Cruise Look, which is actually one of my favorite Dior quints to come along in a very long time, I really like that one, was supposed to be limited for 72 hours. It's still on the site. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm just saying. So I picked up Autumn Mood because I didn't know how long it would be there. Okay. And I understand a lot of folks are like, I just don't want to order from Dior anymore. And I get it. Like, I get what you're saying. I mean, you know, there's no consistency. It's very confusing. All right, so let's use the blush first. On my face today, I'm cleaning off a brush on a microfiber towel. On my face today is the Reboot Foundation, the Gucci pencil in Auburn, and I have on the Auric Morganite like through this area of my face. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed by the Auric product. I did a video that went up, that should go up before this, or maybe it's going up after this. I don't really know. But I'm just really impressed. One, because I guess it was reformulated, so this is a lighter shade, lighter in shade. And it's a cool toned glow product. It just works really well on me. I love it. And the formula is just really good. It's really creamy. It just looks really nice. So yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it. If the Auric video hasn't gone up yet, I just spoiled the Auric video, but I don't really care because it's a really good product, and I should just say it's a really good product because it is. Okay, so let's use the cheek highlighter brush from Chikuhodo. This is the Z series. And then we'll use this blush. I'll swatch it on my hand as well, but let's just try it on the cheek. The Dior blushes I've used before. The formula I don't think is different. I hope they didn't change it. It's a really good formula. The thing I would say is sometimes it can be too pigmented for me, which I know people are like, why would that be bad? Just because I'm so pale. So sometimes I have to go in lightly with it. That's what I'm doing to start off. I'm just gonna go in really light and then we'll build because you know, they do have really good blushes and they are very pigmented. And this one's no different. It's definitely pigmented. Like, I'm going in super light, guys. So yeah, you can just see it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. I don't have anything like this in my collection. I don't have like a burnt orange shade. So this is really nice. Like I said, I'll show it to you on my hand in just a sec. Very, very pretty. I have the closest I would say to this is the Suku that has like an orange shade to it. Very soft, beautiful formula for Dior. My blush battle is coming up. I know I've said that like a million times, and I do apologize, but if you haven't watched my channel before, this is something I do part-time, very part-time, actually, because my job is time intensive. And so I just haven't had time to do it. I've been testing out all the blushes like all this time, but I haven't had time to put the video together. Okay, so that's the shade. It's pumpkin. I mean, that's what I'd call it. I'd call it pumpkin. Yeah, it's really pretty. So the shade in Suku, which is 125, you can see just by looking at it, it's much subtler. It's much subtler. It's much more subtle. Wow, I need a vacation. And I'll put it on my hand for you to see next to it. It's just, I mean, it's like the same kind of shade. It's a peachy orangey shade, but see how much lighter it is? You can barely see it on my hand. There we go. So yeah, this is a much more pigmented, much more orange shade. So if you don't like a warm blush, you won't like it because it's definitely orange. I can get away with warm shades, mostly because of my hair. although my skin tone is definitely more pink because my hair it's a cool toned red, but it also has some warmth to it. I guess it's kind of neutral. So I can get away with like a warm toned blush, but if you don't like that, the blush is not for you. But I think it's gonna be fabulous in October. All right, so let me put on some bronzer and I'll put on some Auric as a highlighter on top. I think I'll use Gold Dust by Tom Ford today as a bronzer because this is a warmer bronzer and I think it would be good for this look. Since we're doing a warmer toned blush, I generally do cooler toned bronzers because again, my coloring lends itself better to cooler tones, but you can, I mean, you can do anything you like. You can make your skin, you can go with warmer tones, you can go with cooler tones. People do tend to look better in certain tones. Some people, like if you mostly wear silver or like white gold or platinum, if those are the shades that you like in jewelry because you feel like they look best on you, that's more cooler toned, whereas yellow gold tends to be, you know, warmer tone, or brass. That doesn't mean you can't wear both. It just means that sometimes your skin could look maybe too sallow or too pink, or, and again, it's an aesthetic because maybe you like to look that way. So it's just a matter of like your coloring and what looks most favorable to you. But again, it's just a personal opinion. I mean, if you like it, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I think I look better in cooler tones, but you know, lots of times. But every once in a while, I want to pull out like a warm tone bronzer. All right, so this is the Auric product. Like I said, maybe the video hasn't gone up yet. Little crazy busy right now. But now this is cooler toned, but I think it will be fine because I have the Auric on underneath and I'm just putting it like for like extra oomph here. So I don't really think it'll be an issue, but I really, really like this Auric product. I just think it's very good. And I'm truly impressed that, you know, this was her, Samantha's first, you know, product line. Like it's pretty good. So yeah, I really like it. And I think the revised, reformulated shade, is a very cool shade, and it's light in pigment. I mean, it's light in shading, so it works really well for my skin tone. She has like 5 or 6 different shades, so I think, you know, I'm just really impressed with the product. So yeah, it looks really nice on the skin. It doesn't accentuate lines. It's, for me anyway, it's really good for mature skin, so I am loving it. Okay, so we did the blush. You can see it's a really pretty blush. You know, it definitely leans warm. It's orange, it's pumpkin, but I think it looks really pretty on. Okay, let's move to the quint. Okay, brought you in a little closer so you can see. Let's watch it first, and then we'll try it on the eye. I think today I might, well, we'll see what we're gonna do. I have to see what kind of mood I'm in today. I've been suffering from migraines for some reason, like more lately. I don't know what that's about, but okay, that's the first shade. I love this shade. Aileen from A Merch Beauty got this really early, and she showed me some early swatches before I decided to order it because I was just kind of fed up with Dior at that point, and I was just like, forget it, I'm not ordering anything. And she said the top shade, which is like this shade that she had put on her, she's like, you're gonna love it. And I saw it and I was like, damn, I do love that. And so, thanks to A Merch Beauty, I picked it up. If you haven't seen her swatches, you should check out her channel. Like I said, she got this really early and she did like 4 different looks with it. And she also swatched it on her daughter's arm. Her daughter's a little deeper in skin tone than she is, so you can see it on different skin tones. And talking about that, 2 of my very good friends, Just Glow Firefly and Lexi from Lexi Zhang, and Jen from Just Glow Firefly, they've started a website that, and they have an Instagram account called Every Swatch. And the idea is that the public at large, all of us, can buy a product, swatch it, and then upload those swatches to Every Swatch. So the idea is that, let's say you wanted to buy this Golden Day quint, and I don't know why I keep calling it quad, and you have, you know, a particular skin tone, or you're looking for a particular shade range, or you're looking to see if it's too warm, too cool, whatever. You could go to Every Swatch and see all of these different swatches of it. So you could see it on somebody who looks like me, you could see it on someone who looks like Aileen, you could see it on someone who looks, that's the whole idea. And then all the swatches would be up for people to just look at and to compare. It's an awesome idea, and you know, it's predicated on the fact though that people have to send in their swatches and upload their swatches. So make sure that you are signed up. Again, it's Every Swatch. You can check it out on Instagram. And there's information there about like where to go to sign up for the launch, because it hasn't been launched yet, but it's just an amazing idea. I think it's really gonna revolutionize the whole, you know, trying to figure out what shades work for you kind of thing. So go ahead and check it out. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. So these are the shades. You can see this shade here has like a pink to it. So this is a shimmer. This is a shimmer. I think you probably, I mean, I think this is the middle shade. This one's definitely a warm, like golden coppery shade, and this one has like some pink to it. This is a topper shade, and of course these two are mattes. This is either black or really close to black. And this is a beautiful brown. So in doing a look today, I've decided I'm gonna do something a little bit different than I normally do in the design on the eye. So a lot of times what I do is I contour out the crease. I build that. I usually build out the outer corners of my eye, put lighter shades in the middle and the inner corner to pull the eye outward and to lift it up. I'm 49 years old, and I find that that is, to me, more flattering. But today I thought I would do something a little bit different, because why not? Let's try it. I've done different looks on different people, obviously. As a makeup artist forever ago, you would do a look based on somebody's bone structure and their face and what they were looking for, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna put on a little bit of brow gel while we talk. And you know, you want to make the most of that person's structure. Everybody has different eyes, different face. Some people want their eyes to look closer together, further away, bigger, smaller, whatever the case may be. Deep set, not deep set, hooded, not hooded. So that's how I usually decide what I'm gonna do on the eye. But today I thought, you know what? Let's just do something different, and it doesn't really matter if it doesn't work out perfectly. So we're gonna start with the brown shade, not the black shade, but the brown shade. I need a small brush to work. So this is the Katy Jane Hughes brushes from Spectrum. This is 12, number 12. I really like these brushes. I think they are really versatile. I don't have brushes like in this many sizes. And I think she did a really good job. I think they work really well. They are vegan brushes, if that's something that you're interested in, so keep that in mind. So I'm going along the lower lash line, upper lash line with this shade. Just like that. Almost like a liner. And I'm gonna build up a little bit on the other side as well. I'm gonna go up like 1/3 on the eye. Doesn't have to be exactly the same on both eyes, but it's close. All right, and then we're gonna take the, let's do this pink shade. Yeah, let's do the pink shade. And do the same thing right above it. Almost into the crease here. And then I'll put it like, you know, curve it. Okay. Then let's take the shade that I was told that I was gonna love, which does look like I'm gonna love it, which is this like golden peach. And I'm putting this like above my natural crease. I am taking off extra because these are pretty pigmented, which is a good thing. But when I'm doing this, I don't want to get too much on my eye. Just going back and forth in that same shape. All right, now I'm gonna take a Wayne Goss number 3, buff that in. Okay, now I'm gonna take the pink shade. What brush do I want for this? I'm gonna take the pink shade. This is an F08 Chikuhodo brush. And I'm gonna deepen that on that middle part a little bit. Yeah, good, okay. And I'm gonna blend that brown into the pink a little more. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna take the deepest shade. I think it's black, but it's kind of hard to tell because it could be like, have a little bit of brown in it. I'm gonna take a Chanel eyeshadow. This is a domed Chanel eyeshadow brush because it's kind of like short and dense. And I'm gonna take it and just slowly, yeah, because it's pigmented. Start building out like this outer edge here. Almost like up into a wing, but I'm gonna do it really gently because this is very pigmented. All right, let's do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, it's super pigmented. If you put this down as a base, this would work really well as a base. Don't worry, I'm gonna work off the excess. Like I'm gonna cut this, but I wanna try to get it out first. As they say, trust the process. All right, back in with the Wayne Goss 03. And we're gonna blend that in. Yeah, that shade, because it's so pigmented, you could easily put that down first and like deepen up all of these shades. Okay, that's what I want. Now I'm gonna take the topper shade and put this on the eye. Okay. Let me clean up this and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna pull this together. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that deep, deep shade, that black, or what I think is black shade. I'm gonna use, this is the Katy and Hughes number 21. So I'm taking the black shade and running it on the lower lash line as liner. And this will tie into the top. A lot of times when you start your look, if you do something like a deep shade and you pull it out like I was starting to do, it looks a little weird because you don't have it balanced on the bottom. So just, you know, give yourself time because when the look comes together, it will be fine. It's just that you haven't balanced it yet. You can see like that looks a lot better. So now we're gonna go the top lash line with the same shade. Yeah, that's a super, I don't know if it's black, but it's certainly, and when I say I don't know if it's black, I recognize that the shade is black, but a lot of times like it's like a bluish black or brownish black or grayish black. And the same can be, like for eyeliners. So when you say black, what kind of black shade do you mean? It can be different. So, but this one seems like a true black. Okay. I am going to buff out the top part of my brow. I did not put anything up here, so I'm just pulling out that gold, like coppery shade. I didn't use a lot of that in this look because it's the one that I was most drawn to, and I was like, no, I'm gonna do something totally different, which I did today, which I actually like. So let me show you the look close up, and then I'll put on some mascara. We'll finish up the look with a lipstick, and we'll talk a little bit about the blush and the eyeshadow. Okay, so that is the finished look. I think you can see it's not as warm on me as it might look in the palette. One, because things go cool on me. I've said this on my channel before, if you haven't watched before. Things go cool on me. And two, the pink, if you use a lot of that pinkish shade in the middle, it's not really pink, it has a pinkish shade. If you use a lot of this and this, these are actually cooler, or at least they go cooler on me. These three shades, definitely warmer. So it depends on what you lean on. If you lean on the black shade and this pinkish shade, you're gonna get more of this. If you lean on these shades, you're gonna get more of a warm shade, a warm look. And the topper, I think, you know, you can just put on either one. Okay, put on mascara. I'll be right back. Okay, final eye look with mascara. I did not put any liner on, just the mascara. So this is the nice part about having a really deep shade in a quint like this black shade. You can use it as liner really easily, and you know, you don't need a liner with it, or you never need a liner, but I mean, it serves as a liner. So I really think this is a beautiful look. It's very pretty. It is less intense than I thought it was gonna be. The black shade is very intense. The rest of the shades I actually don't think are as pigmented as the Romantic Voyage. That's just my take on it though so far. It's just first impressions. This shade, the brown, is a really pretty like chestnutty shade, but it's not super dark. This shade is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like warm camel shimmer. And the topper really is very, very light. Like the topper didn't do a lot on my eyes. It's pretty, but it's not as dramatic a topper as some of the ones I've seen. The pink shade in the middle, the pinkish shade, is really nice. It's very, very pretty. But it's interesting because the look that I came up with today is definitely cooler than I thought it was gonna be based on the description of the quint. So what I would say is that this quint actually is more versatile because you could do a cooler look like I did, or you could just concentrate on the warmer shades. But if you put that pink in, I think that pink I think if you put the pink in, it's definitely going to cool down the look. Now I was gonna use the Agatha Orange today because I looked at the blush and it was so pumpkin-y, and then you know the quad looked warm to me that I was like, oh, I'll use the Agatha Orange. I'm wondering now if that's too orange. You know what we'll do? We'll still use Agatha Orange, but we'll use a different liner. I was gonna use the Gucci liner that I use with the Agatha Orange, it's the Miel, M-I-E-L, but I think that's too orange. I think with the blush, it would be great. Like, so I think with this autumn mood blush, Agatha Orange is gonna be a fabulous combo. But I think with the Miel liner from Gucci, that's just too much with the eye look. So let me pick something that's a little bit more neutral. Let's do the Chanel Beige Neutral, because it's literally a neutral shade. I've also got questions about, like, do you always have to wear a liner? No, you don't have to wear a liner. I wear a liner because my lips, I wear a liner because my lips bleed a little bit, and when I use a liner, they don't bleed as much, and it lengthens the amount of time the wear of your lipstick or lip gloss. But I mean, how much? It kind of depends on the product you're using. All right, so this is the Agatha Orange in the, I always forget the name of these lipsticks. I want to call them like Love and Care, but that's not what they are. But anyway, these lipsticks, the ones that are like the glossy balm kind of lipsticks. Agatha Orange is one of my favorites. It comes in this formula, it comes in a matte formula, it comes in a satin formula. It's a great shade. And with the blush, you can just see how awesome that's gonna be. This Dior blush, Autumn Mood, and this Gucci lipstick, it's gonna be great for fall. So my final thoughts. I love the blush. I think the blush is stunning. I do think it's odd that Autumn Mood came out in July, but you know, everything else has been odd with Dior lately, so I don't know, maybe it wasn't meant to come out and it did, and I'm glad it's here. It's a really pretty shade. It's, you know, it's definitely a pumpkin shade. I think it looks really nice. I think it's beautiful. The Dior blushes are really good. The Backstage Dior blushes are also good. These are very pigmented. You just want to go in with a light hand if you're not looking for something that's very pigmented. This is a limited edition. Don't know what that means at this point. So I don't know. But it is on the site, the US site right now. The Golden Day. I would say what I'm surprised at is how cool this looks on me. I would argue that this look right now is not particularly warm. The black seems like a neutral black, which on me, you know, it looks pretty neutral, but it lends itself to whatever else is on my eye. So since I used a lot of that pink, it's a cooler look, which I just think is really interesting because I did use all the shades. So I did use the brown and the copper. However, I used the brown and the copper. I used the brown at the baseline, so it's just a little bit, and I used the copper up here to kind of give it some lightness in the brow area. And the topper, like I said, the topper is very, we'll put some more on. It's a very light topper. It's not that that's bad, but like some toppers, you get like so much sparkle. And then other toppers are just really subtle. And this one's subtle. So what would I say about the quad? I think it's a really good quad. I think it's versatile. I think you can do a cool look like I did. I want to play around with it and see how the warm look looks. So if I use the warmer shades primarily, does it go warm or does it still go cool on me? That'll be interesting to see. Of the two, of this one and Romantic Voyage, I like Romantic Voyage better, which is surprising. I would not have said that before. I really do like having this black shade in a quint. I think it's really helpful to like either deepen up a look or use as liner. I like that. So we'll see. I'll have to see it, try like to make those other shades, the warmer shades, primary in the look that I do and see if it comes out warm. Because if it does, what that means is it's a versatile quint, so you could do warm or cool. If those warm shades go cool on me as well, I'll still like it, but it won't be, you know, it won't be as versatile, and it'll be interesting to me because it's called Golden Day and it describes itself as in warm tones. So we'll see. I still love the look that I came up with today. As I said, Aileen from Amarich Beauty, she did like 4 different looks and all beautiful on her. So you should check those out as well. Yeah, I really like the blush. I think it's really pretty. And as I said, I don't have anything like it in my collection. So I think it looks really nice. And I'm loving the Auric product, which I think actually, now that I've been thinking about it as I put my makeup on, I think it's going up after this. But whatever. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. Yeah, I know there's been a lot of confusion around Dior, and I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't. So I don't know. These are, I believe, limited edition. At least I think they are. I know the blush is. So again, cruise was only supposed to be up for 72 hours and it's still there. So I'm not saying you need to rush out and get them, but I'm also saying if they do disappear, I don't want anyone to be shocked because I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. So hopefully they'll show up on other retailers. Like hopefully they'll show up at Sephora or Nordstrom or something. That would be great. I would love that. That way more people have options to buy them. And, you know, the thing I'll say is that when Dior the packaging is beautiful. The products are really good. It's just the customer service that's an issue. The products themselves, at least thus far, the Golden Day and the Romantic Voyage are beautiful. And the blush, Autumn Mood, stunning. I think I am going to pick up the other blushes that they have that are limited edition because they look like really pretty shades. So I'll probably grab those sometime soon. Yeah, this is a really pretty look. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. Now again, I did a different application. I did an application that it wouldn't be as intense, but it's just really interesting. I really like it. It's just not the color story that I thought it was going to end up being. So you never know until you put it on your eyes, until you put it on your face, I guess. All right, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.